The Indiana Fever suffered a disappointing loss against the struggling Los Angeles Sparks in a game that exposed multiple weaknesses in their strategy and execution. Entering the matchup with rising momentum and fan excitement, the Fever were expected to capitalize on a reeling Sparks team that had been battling inconsistency and injury issues throughout the season. However, what unfolded was a frustrating 82-75 defeat that underlined how unpredictability and complacency can derail even the most promising teams. From the outset, Indiana looked flat. The Fever's trademark high-energy starts were noticeably absent, and the Sparks took advantage. Los Angeles opened the game with a 12-4 run, led by Derica Hamby's veteran presence and strong post play. Hamby, who has been one of the few bright spots for the Sparks this season, outworked Indiana's front court, scoring 18 points and grabbing 12 rebounds. Despite Indiana's depth, they struggled to match LA's interior dominance. The absence of second-chance efforts and hustle plays early on allowed the Sparks to build confidence, something they'd lacked in recent games. Turnovers were another major issue for Indiana. Caitlin Clark, though still impactful with 17 points and 6 assists, had 5 turnovers under aggressive pressure from the Sparks' perimeter defenders. Rookie jitters and forced plays plagued Indiana's guards, leading to fast break points for Los Angeles. Lexi Brown and Kia Nurse capitalized on these errors, contributing a combined 25 points while hitting key outside shots that shifted momentum. The Fever's usually solid ball movement felt forced and reactive instead of proactive, a major departure from the fluid offensive rhythm they've developed in recent weeks. Defensively, the Fever failed to make adjustments. After halftime, the Sparks came out firing with increased ball movement and off-ball screens that Indiana couldn't contain. Kelsey Mitchell, normally a dependable perimeter defender, was beaten off screens repeatedly, and rotations came late. The Sparks took advantage of these breakdowns, stretching Indiana's defense and finding open looks from deep and mid-range. While the Fever have improved their defense over the season, their performance in this game showed a lapse in discipline and communication. Another key problem was the lack of bench production. Indiana's bench, which has been a source of energy and scoring, managed just 12 points compared to 28 from Los Angeles. Without a reliable spark from the reserves, the starters were forced to play extended minutes, leading to fatigue and late-game mistakes. In contrast, the Sparks showed surprising cohesion off the bench, especially with Ray Burrell's 10-point burst in the third quarter, which shifted the tide firmly in LA's favor. In the closing minutes, the Fever made a push. Clark and Alyssa Smith scored on back-to-back possessions, cutting the deficit to 4. But a critical defensive lapse allowed a wide-open 3 by Nurse, effectively sealing the game. The final score of 82-75 wasn't just a loss. It was a missed opportunity against a team many expected Indiana to beat handily. This defeat is a reminder that no game in the WNBA is guaranteed. For the Fever, it's back to the drawing board. If they hope to make a serious playoff push, they must find consistency, learn to adjust in-game, and avoid underestimating opponents, especially ones desperate for redemption like the Sparks.